Hey everyone, SBFellas4 here. Back with another quick video, and this video serves to be an update on what I'll be doing and what you look forward to in terms of content on the channel in the future. I think it's an appropriate time to do so because we just hit 3,500 subscriptions on YouTube, and honestly I never thought that I'd hit this number at all, this milestone. But here we are, so thank you all so much for your support. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope to continue providing more great content for you guys. And cheers to maybe more milestones ahead. 4,000, 5,000 subs? We'll see how it goes. But again, this is a quick update video on just what kind of content you look forward to seeing on this channel. And I want to start off with the Refill Studio podcast, which is one of the main things on my channel. So we just hit 50 episodes, and if you haven't checked out the podcast yet, check out our playlist. I think I'll have a link of the card above here. So check it out because we had some great stories there shared by many wonderful guests and heroes of the Bandai community, and I'm really happy and proud of the project thus far. Now, there are a variety of circumstances that, because of these circumstances, I'm going to be changing how the podcast is going to work. One is that generally because of life and also because of health, after getting COVID, it's been a challenge unfortunately for me to talk at long lengths, and especially if it's done often. As well, I'll be completely honest, I've been a little bit more detached from the Bandai community, mainly because I just haven't been as active, not necessarily because I have beef with anyone, but it's just, I've just been a little bit more busy with life, and it's been a bit more difficult to keep up with the community. As a result, I don't want to, keep providing content at a point that it may be a little bit, not to my liking. And also, I've noticed that the podcast in general hasn't been as active or as, as I guess viewed as before, as listened. So I'm going to be changing the podcast frequency. So instead of posting an episode once per week, I will be posting an episode once per month, and it's going to be near the end of the month. Because I'm changing the frequency of the posts of how I do my podcast, I'm also open to changing the format of the podcast as well. It's usually focused on a special guest, doing an interview with them, and of course I want to keep that aspect. I think that's a very important part of the podcast and its in sort of identity. But I want to add some more stuff. I want to experiment with other formats and adding to the podcast as well. I want to expand on the studio question to the point where Discord server members can contribute to the question prior to the podcast, as well as I'll put it on my community channel as well, and my community post. And if you guys want to contribute to that question as well, I'll have your answers featured on the podcast, and we discuss the studio question. I also want to go in a direction where it's a bit more informative, giving you guys news on what's going on in JP Dory, what's going on in Ian Dory for the past month, and also just kind of giving some updates about the game as well as the franchise, because I think that's also pretty important and pretty nice to hear. So that's another thing I want to experiment with, and also just give shout outs to those who've gotten very high placements in each event in Ian Dory. I think, maybe it's not something that people get as much appreciation, or people who are maybe outside are not too aware about. So I want to give some shout outs there as well. So a little bit of shout outs to those who tier and achieve high on certain events as well. So a lot of different, more informative, discussion related things I want to add to the podcast, and then of course have the guest feature as well. So if you guys think that's a good idea, or perhaps you have some suggestions on other small tidbits that you like to add onto the podcast, feel free to let me know in the comments below, or join my Discord server where you can of course contribute to the studio question and let me know some feedback. Links in the description below. So any feedback's greatly appreciated. I look forward to that, and I look forward to delivering a new format of the Refill Studio podcast later this month and the many months ahead. So again, I appreciate everyone's understanding of this new format change. Another thing I want to give you guys, of course, now having less focus on the podcast, I want to give you guys more videos that seem to have more views, which are especially the guide videos. I think those are very popular. People quite enjoy these, and they're very informative. So I want to make more guide videos. Of course, with timing, it's a bit more difficult, but what I plan to do is having these guide videos done live on my Twitch stream. So I've done that before with my Mission Life Parking, and I think that this is a good idea just to save on time and just kind of get a very nice guide video that also, Twitch, my viewers my Twitch viewers can contribute and help in the guide video as well. So if you're interested in possibly seeing a live guide video for Bang Dream in the future, of course, follow me on Twitch. It's free of charge, making an account and following. Links in the description below. And also join my Discord because I'll be posting my schedule on when I'll be streaming, so you guys have an idea of when to tune in. And of course, I stream pretty often, or as much as I can on Twitch, so any support through my content and all my streams is greatly appreciated. If you really like my content, feel free to either subscribe to my Twitch. Right now it's actually cheaper because it's September, so you could subscribe to Twitch or even use Twitch Prime to get a free sub. You could join my Patreon, or you could even send a super thanks on this video. So all the links in the description below. And again, I greatly appreciate everyone's support on my content thus far. So definitely look forward to more guide videos in the future. I enjoy doing these. They take a little bit of effort to do, but I think it's worth it, and a lot of people enjoy it. So look forward to more guide videos moving forward. Lastly, just a quick update in regards to the GARPA live streams summary videos. I mentioned how the podcast may have some monthly updates and just kind of talking about things, but that's not going to replace the GARPA live stream update videos. I think those are also very well received, and I will continue to do those to make sure you guys are up to date on how JP Dory is like. Of course, if it means that maybe my podcast eventually gets split up into more smaller sections, like these discussion videos about the GARPA live streams as well in the future, we'll see how it goes. Again, feedback is going to be appreciated, and we'll see how it goes. But again, the GARPA live stream summary videos are not going anywhere, so definitely look forward to those when those happen. So that's basically it, all I wanted to say for today. So again, thank you all so much for watching this update video. If you went all the way to the end, I'll probably have a TLDR on the comment section below on the pinned post. So I definitely look forward to that. And I look forward to giving you guys more content in the future. So again, greatly appreciate your support. Thank you again for 3,500 subs on YouTube. Cheers to more in the future. And we'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone.